guys, it's Jan, so welcome back to my channel. So I figured I'd show you the lip combo I'm going to use today. It's a coral lip combo, really pretty, and I think really works well as it plays against the colors of my dress, which you can see are blues and grays and yellows and a little bit of russet here. So I really like that, and the coral combination I chose, I just think plays well against it. It's 100 degrees in New York City today, and we are planning on going out, not for too long. My son has lacrosse tonight, which is not going to happen because I'm not going to have him playing an hour and a half in 100-degree heat. So we're going to run out for a little bit, do something, and then come back and just relax for the rest of the day. But I wanted to show you real quick as I'm finishing up my makeup, my color combination that I picked for today's look. I'm going to do my prep work like I always do because that just makes my lipstick stay on better, but if you've seen my tutorial before, I tend to use very thin sheer veils of product. So no different today, even though it's 100 degrees, but I still like my lipstick to stay on and look a little bit more, not like it to look moist and dewy, but not to the point where it's, you know, it looks like it's sliding off my face. So the colors I've chosen today, and I didn't do a swatch, but I did swatch something earlier, so let me wipe that off. Anyway, coral lip combo, here we go. It's a cream sheen finish in crosswires rather, from MAC. Real pretty color. I love this. This is always in my makeup bag from the minute spring comes around since I discovered this color, because I may start the day with a nude lip color, but at the end of the day, if I felt like I looked a little too washed out, or if it just if the mood struck me, if I wanted to do something different, I always have this color in my bag, my makeup bag, and I love it. And it's a real pretty color. I mean, perfect really for, I think, any time of the year. Again, you know, I don't really follow rules when it comes to fashion and makeup, but I think this color is just really generally beautiful. This could be your red if you needed a little bit more of an orange undertone. So I love that. The lip liner I'm using, I watched a girl on YouTube. Her channel is called Beauty Crush. I don't remember what her name is, but she's brilliant. I love her. She's from the UK. And she recommended this color once. She showed it in one of her videos. And the color is a Rimmel color. It's 01, I'm trying to turn this around so you can see it. 011 Spice. There you go. And it's from the Lasting Finish line. And it's a pretty color. It really is. So I'll put this next to it. I think they work really nicely together. A red would do just fine as a lip liner if you didn't have anything like this. And the lip gloss, which I'm probably going to use, but again sparingly, is a Revlon Color Burst formulation in the number 020, and the color, the bottom, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or if I have it upright where you can, but the color is called Papaya, and it's a really pretty color. And I'll swatch this for you. But because it's 100 degrees outside, I really don't want to look like my makeup is sliding off my face. But I'm like that anyway with lip gloss. I like it to look really nice and like it's an obvious lip gloss effect, but I don't want it to look like, you know, I have too much on. So I'm going to mattify that at the end, and that's the swatch right there. So I do think they all work really well together. I'll start with how I always do. I'm going to look into my mirror because I'm looking into my phone right now. I'm using a lip balm. I got this from Costco in it was a package. It was 3 lip balms and 3 body butters, and I'm down to just this lip balm left, and it's a vanilla lip moisturizer, and it's really very good. So I'm going to look here at my mirror that I always look at. Oh, you can see my nice burn from my curling iron when I did my daughter's hair. I'm really hoping that kind of goes away, but it might be there for the duration of the summer. So just putting on my lip balm, not too much because it is a very, very hot day, just enough to allow the lipstick to move nicely and freely. However, this, like I said, is a cream sheen formula, so it's not a matte, so it will move well on its own. And like I always like to do with any time I do any kind of lip for myself, I like to add a little bit of a powder to my lip for more adherence of the lipstick. I'm using my LORAC, which I just got from Outlook. And I'm using this a lot lately. I really do like it. And it's the translucent touch-up powder. So although the event is no longer live on Outlook, I'm sure you can find this if you want it, or just use any kind of powder. I mean, even baby powder. There was a time where, you know, makeup artists are pretty creative. If they don't have something, they're going to find something that's going to work in a similar fashion. And baby powder is a talcum powder, and many a time I've seen artists where they needed that kind of translucent kind of look, and in a pinch, if they didn't have enough, if they had a bunch of people that they had to do, and they had a little baby powder, or if they were looking to add a little something to their pressed powder, they might mix a little baby powder, and it works brilliantly. So, you know, you can be creative with your setting powders, and especially when it comes to something like this where you're doing this little trick for the lips just to make the lipstick stay on a little bit better. So never fear if you don't have any of the products I show you. But I'm using the little powder puff that it did come with in the compact. It's used specifically just for this purpose. I no longer put it back in the compact once I used it for my lips, so you don't have to worry about that. Dabbing into this very lightly, and looking into my mirror, and just dabbing gently, and you can see it just mattifies right away, and I still feel like I really have nothing on my lips, which is really brilliant, and as I put it back on my compact. Okay, you didn't see that. Okay, next thing, I'm going to use my lip liner now. It's 011 Spice. Looking into my mirror. Oh, by the way, you know how I like to highlight. I did that already. I used my Touche Éclat, because when I did my under eyes today, I had a little too much come out. I pressed it one too many times, and a little too much came out, so I just did my nose, and then I did my Cupid's bow. So that's more than enough, considering the heat and humidity today in New York. So I'm not going to do that extra step in front of you guys, but I've already done it. So going back to the lip liner. This lip liner is a really great formulation. It allows for fast application. I really like the formula of the Rimmel lip liners, really very well. Blot. I like to start my smudging right away. I really love these. I think these are really, really great. Totally worth it. And I don't remember how much they were, but I love the finish. And I love the way they move around on my lips when I use my finger to smudge. Now, you know, the smudging again is to avoid any kind of harsh lines I feel that you can get with a lip liner. Again, like I said once before, that was never a look that was really very, you know, becoming years ago. So I always stuck with that rule, although I do like that variation of color from my lip liner to my lipstick, which sometimes can be very light in the center, and I still would use something as dark as this. I like that gradient effect between the lip liner and eventually to the middle of my mouth where you find my lipstick. But today we're using something that's all in the same family, color hue-wise. Okay, I'm going to stop right there with the lip liner because you know I tend to like to overline too. So now straight from the tube, I'm going to use Crosswires by MAC. It's cream sheen, so it's going to go on pretty easily. I tend to not use a lot of lipstick unless it's something so sheer that I'm trying to build up a coverage. I just love this color. I think it's a real pretty color. I'm filming on my iPhone today because my camcorder is charging. I filmed earlier a summer beauty product essentials video, and for some reason it keeps failing to upload. So we're working on that video and just keeping the camcorder fully charged. So right now I'm just doing this in for a quick tutorial. I don't think my iPhone is that bad. It's HD quality anyway, so you let me know how the quality is. Well, I'll see it as I upload it, but I think I should be able to get away with this tutorial with the phone right now, so we'll see. We'll give it a go. Okay, again, smudging, but now having a wipe handy, and just smudging gently. Because again, after all, it is 100 degrees out there, and I don't want to look like I'm overly made up. And I think that's, I mean, I love when the lipstick finally is on my lips after I've applied it, and I can see the outline, at least I can see it anyway, the outline of the highlighter. I love that look. To me, that's just something I think I'll always continue to do. Okay. Being a bold color, I'm not using too much of my lip gloss, but however, in being curious, because I don't remember the effect of this on top of this lip color, I'm going to use a little bit of it anyway. And it's, yeah, it's very much similar to the lipstick. And a little goes a long way, especially with a bold color. Okay, that is the color. However, I don't stop there. I always tend to get an eyeshadow or some sort of shimmer powder to add to this to mute down and tone down that now shimmer effect. I am going to blot ever so slightly. I don't have a tissue. Do I have a tissue? No, I don't. I'm going to use, actually, believe it or not, a moist wet wipe. That's fine. Okay, now I'm going to use a shimmer eyeshadow that I use only specifically as a highlighter. This is the Bourgeois color. It's in number 08. I got this in a swap from Lisa D1, and I love it. I do love it as a highlight. I love it as a highlight color for my nose, my cheeks, but quite often I've used this to mute down colors on my lips while adding an extra dimension of color to the middle of my lips. So I'll show you what I mean. Blotting, using a different finger to pick up a little bit more color. You can see already it muted it down but added a nice shimmer. So basically what it did was it absorbed a little bit of the lip gloss so as not to look like on a high humidity kind of day like it is in New York City, 100 degrees, so as not to look like it's too greasy on my lips, but to still add a little bit of a shimmer look to it. So I really like that a lot. I think I'm going to leave it there. And looking at my mirror, I may just want to overline just slightly, just to fill in any areas so you can see the sharpness. Because although I do love the smudge, sometimes you can smudge a little too much and you may have to go back and adjust and tweak. I just like the effect of pushing the color into my lips as opposed to just applying it and doing that. I like to push it into my lips. I think it adds a different kind of look to the finished results. And that's it. So the other thing I'm going to do, because it is 100 degrees outside, like I said, I think I'm getting myself mentally prepared for this. I'm going to take my Sephora airbrush number 55. I love this brush. I use it only for the Laura Mercier mineral powder, and it's quite dirty, as you can see, but nonetheless, there's enough product on here still to just buff out any harsh lines anywhere, even after I've put on illuminator, after I've put on bronzer. It's just a good get into my ears, good thing to do before you head out of the house, specifically when you have things like bronzer and blush and things of that. Take one good quick look at yourself in the mirror, make sure nothing is glaring, and you should be good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, this tutorial. Let me know if you have any color combinations you want me to try, and I'd be more than happy to do that. And hopefully you like this. Leave me your comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great night. Bye.